Adewale Sawyer Adewale introduced. I want to start by saying that I was given this mandate to come and give a lecture. I said, on what? They said, health. I said, who are people having the event? They said, Lions Club. I declined for 2 reasons. So the first reason is I'm coming to give a lecture about health to Lions Club. What do you think Lions stand for? Yeah, all they do is to give service. And one of their priorities is health. So what am I coming to tell them about health? So I said I wasn't coming. Okay, the second reason, what am I going to talk about health? From my experience, we've given series of lectures concerning health. Check your BP, check diabetes, do screening, do this, do that. These has not changed the health-seeking behavior of an average Nigerian. So I felt, what's the point? Most of the time, the lecture seems why we are giving it. As soon as we disperse, everything disappears. So I decided to change the strategy today. Okay, I was set to give the lecture, but I will adopt a different strategy. What is the strategy? The basic things, the common thing we are very conversant with. I want to remind us. I want to just talk about the meaning of health is wealth. The meaning of prevention is better than cure. I'm very sure that we all know those words, those mantras, and we play with them. Prevention is cheaper than cure. So to worsen my doubt or when I entered, I stumbled on to one of my guys, a doctor, a colleague. Then the question is, with the constellation of stars here, what am I going to say? So let me just remind us of the basic things and allow me to say that. Thank you. So I would just want us to approach this by looking at health as a whole, considering 3 things. They are very basic. Health promotion, disease prevention, and prompt intervention when you have a disease. That is all. If you are hearing about some society where their life expectation is, higher, the age is higher than that of some other society, these are the things they pay attention to. It's not about, I have the dialysis machine, I have the radiotherapy machine, or there is one ultra-modern hospital in my area. No. What do you mean by health promotion? If we have understanding of this thing, we will know why they say health is wealth. Health promotion. These are the things you do on a daily basis, unconsciously and consciously sometimes, that improves your health, your immune system. Why you will be in a society and about 10 of them will be sick and you will not be sick? Because your immunity is strong, just because of what you do on a daily basis. And what is it we do on a daily basis? There is no big deal about this thing. It starts with this ordinary water. We take it for granted. Some of us don't feel tasty again. We don't know what taste means because we have a fixed volume of water we take on a daily basis and we stagger it throughout the day. When you start, when you stop, that will not disturb your day-to-day activities. This is one of them. It cleans your system, your guts, it cleans everything. It's a universal solvent. Some people will brag that I have not taken water today. I don't even take water after eating. You are doing yourself a lot of harm than any good. So I want us to be reminded of this basic thing. What else? Exercise. We hear about all of these things on a daily basis. There is a way exercise improves your endurance, improves your system. You are stronger. You look stronger than the other. You are the same. In fact, he's bigger. He looks ripped, but he looks weaker than you are. Why? I've worked in a place where my MD asked me, are you sure you are not on drug? Because I've never given excuse of sick. I've never seen permission to be off duty because of sick. And I run from one place to the other. He once asked me, are you sure you are not on drug? There is no other reason. I do exercise at least 3 times in a week. I'm not going to say my age. I still play football today. I am still going to play soccer next tomorrow. I have a match. That's exercise. These are basic things that we do and we take for granted on a daily basis. I'm still on the first one, health promotion. Now, what next? We eat. There is nobody that wakes up on a daily basis. You try to find something to eat. These are the things we have control over. Once you are sick, you are no longer in control of your situation, of your health. So the one we have control over, why don't we control it and use it to improve our health so that our level of resistance to all these diseases will be very strong? Why do you think the world was, astonished by the fact that COVID struck and Africans were not all dead after a few months? There are some things our body has responded to. There are some things. So your body has a way of responding to what you do on a daily basis that improves your health. So that's health promotion. It costs us nothing. There is nothing like our health system is this, our health this is this, our doctors they are bad. These are within your own reach. They are within your reach. Fruits, vegetables. I am not an advocate of supplements. We are too quick to follow the bandwagon. Oh, when you take this, it improves your this. When you take this, but when they tell you if you take a week, you take fruits and vegetables, it improves. We ignore it because they are not expensive. We go for the expensive one. They say I don't want to mention any name here. They brought it from me from US. They brought it from me from UK. Is this, is that? It's expensive. It's not the amount that will have that level of impact in your health or in your immune system. So let's do the basic thing to improve and promote our own health. Let me quickly drop that. Now, disease prevention. The meaning of these words or this mantra will come up from this. Disease prevention, there are something, because at every gathering, of course, the number of women are usually more than the number of men. But there is no doubt about the fact that an average man has so many women surrounding them, either your daughter, your friend, your mother. So I want to pick the women. There are certain diseases that gives you warning of, there are some of them that give you 7 years warning. Silently, it's giving you warning. 7 good years. That is where prevention comes in. There are certain things you do to prevent diseases. One of them is to educate yourself about some of these diseases. Know what they are and how to avoid them, what to do not to get them. With that knowledge, you will be guided on what and what not to do. That's the first stage. The second stage is to do certain things to check, do I have this disease or not? Take for instance cervical cancer. I'm picking that example because of the effort of Lagos State in recent time with respect to vaccination, for immunization to prevent cervical cancer. There are countries where they don't talk about cervical cancer again because of the system that the country has that continuously screen from a certain age to a certain age in their country. So there is no talk about cervical cancer again. But it's still ravaging our women in sub-Saharan Africa, not necessarily only Nigeria. But of course, Nigeria, giant of Africa, we should take lead in some of this area. We should try and prevent. So, screen. Now, there are diseases that give you warnings of average of 7 years. Cervical cancer, for example. How do you screen for cervical cancer? Once, after your sexual debut, 3 years after. What do I mean by sexual debut? When you stop being a virgin as a woman. 3 years after you start screening. That screening, if you check how much you do it today, it ranges between just 10,000 and 15,000. And you do it once in 3 good years. Even if you are if you have the capacity, you want to take a step further. Apart from the pap smear, you do what we call HPV testing. If they are both negative, you are not supposed to do that test again until after 5 years. And once you're 65 years, you don't need to do it again. Now let's do a bit of calculation. 65 years minus average of age of sexual debut in Nigeria, let's say 21. So that's going to give you 44. Divide by 3 or 5. Multiply by. You cannot spend more than 200,000 for 65 years just to prevent that disease. 200,000. That's good. Now let me tell you something about cervical cancer. Once you are diagnosed with cervical cancer, if you are unlucky, if you presented because of symptoms, I'm having discharge, I am bleeding, before it's been diagnosed, it's too late. If the whole world gather to raise funds, they are going to be doing what we call palliative care. Maybe the person will be passing through here. The person will be doing this, they will be doing surgery, they will be doing radiotherapy. Let them raise 2 billion. The life is not going to be easy for that person again. So let's compare 2 billion or whatever it is they raise with the 200,000 that would have been used to screen within that length of time to prevent that disease. Which one is better? So obviously, prevention is better than cure. So, health is wealth. If you are 2 billion rich and you think you are very wealthy, God forbid for anyone. If someone comes down with that disease, that person can be sent back to being poor in less than 1 year. The person becomes poor again just because of health challenges. God forbid for us. So that's the reason why we must take seriously the need to screen ourselves, to check ourselves, to prevent some of these diseases. So we can do all we can as human beings. We are not God. There are diseases that even the science has not been able to put hand on what you can do to prevent. So they come. So what is the third stage of my lecture is early and prompt, appropriate care seeking behavior, which is where we all go wrong. Irrespective of age, irrespective of status, profession, because everywhere I've had interaction with people. When we say that seeking behavior, doesn't mean that I have money, I can go to that thing. No. You can still do wrong thing going to that thing. And you can do the best thing by going to just private health center where you not pay a dime. So, knowing the right thing to do when you have challenges, that's seeking the right, that's why we talk about proper, or let me say appropriate health seeking behavior. This is the area I want to pay attention to. Rather than saying check your people. The reason for this is, even I have a clinic, I have staff that are checking BP for people. When I come, when I enter, I will sit down, do my BP, and go, do my BP. Every month, I stand in front of them and I will ask, when last did you check your own BP? This is the staff of the hospital. She hasn't checked in the last 3 or 4 days. She managed herself to adjust our health-seeking behavior. There's nothing to brag about. I've never been to the hospital in the last 10 years. I don't feel sick. No. If you wait for those signs and symptoms before you visit the hospital, more often than not, it's too late. More often than not, it's too late. I'm not talking about malaria, typhoid, those ones who play with it because we are in malaria endemic area. Even some, when they don't go to the hospital, they get better. However, malaria symptoms, there are over, my guy we barely weekend. There are over 100 of conditions that can give you signs or symptoms that look like malaria. So if you have this bad health-seeking behavior that, oh, it's malaria, you go buy it, get you pack it. Yoruba will say, you pack everything, you are swallowing it. By the time you are presenting, it's too late. I have a headache, you are taking paracetamol. Oh, it's not, that drug is fake. It's not. Okay, let's get a stronger one, ibuprofen. Oh, it's not diclofenac. The next thing, morphine. Let me tell you, let me say something here. Do you all know how bad, how deadly brain tumor is? Brain tumor. Do you know one of the earliest symptoms of brain tumor is headache? Headache. Just having slight headache. So if you are the type that have the bad health-seeking behavior, you sit on it, you continue to consume all sorts of drugs, herbal concoction, and all the like. By the time they are checking, the tumor has grown beyond something that they can, help to cure. So I'm just trying to stimulate us. I'm not telling us how often we should check our BP. I'm not telling us how often we should be checking our blood sugar. But we should know that we have the responsibility of taking care of our health. I'm not rubbishing the effort of our government. I'm not sure if this is let me use the old NEPA or generator. If we can buy fuel on our jet, if we can do borehole to provide our fuel, we do not have right to start. Oh, don't let me say we do not have right. We have right, but we should not sit on it and say, until the government come and improve my health, I will not do anything. Be in charge. Be in charge of your own health. The last advice I gave one of my clients, after 3 cesarean sections, I said, don't get pregnant again. Try to, you have 3 kids, two female, one male. What else? Just try. My husband said that she was pregnant again. I said, why? He said, because I know you people are the one that did the first one, second one, third one. You are very good now. I said, yes, they are very good. But do you know that things can change within a tickle of an eye? Those who are doing your surgery that are very good, that are very sound, all of them jackpot within 2 months. And 3 months later, you are coming back and they have fresh house officer coming there to want to do 3 previous cesarean sections. Do you know you don't have control over that? That's not within your reach. What is within your own control? Within your reach is to say, I caution myself. I don't want to be a victim of this, or bad health sector, whatever we want to call it. So let us remind ourselves, we are responsible for our health. Let's take control. Let's promote our health. Let's prevent diseases. And once we have any sign or symptom that is suggesting a disease, seek prompt and adequate attention of professionals.